Have you ever felt different? Like you don't quite fit in with the world around you? Maybe you've always had this strange feeling that you're here for something bigger, something more important than just everyday life. Well, you're not alone. Millions of people across the world share these same feelings. And today, we're going to explore why that might be. Could it be possible that you're actually an angel in human form? An ethereal being who chose to come to Earth with a special purpose? Let's discover the 7 signs that might reveal your true angelic nature. That feeling of being different isn't just in your head. Many angel souls describe feeling like outsiders from a very young age. You might have always felt like you were looking at human behaviors from the outside, not quite understanding why people act the way they do. This isn't because there's something wrong with you. It's because you're experiencing the world from a completely different perspective. Angels in human form often struggle to understand certain human behaviors like greed, violence, or cruelty. These concepts feel foreign to you because they truly are. Your soul remembers a higher realm where such negative emotions don't exist. You might find yourself wondering why humans complicate things that seem so simple to you, like love, kindness, and compassion. This disconnect isn't a flaw. It's a sign of your celestial origin. This feeling of not belonging often leads to a sense of homesickness that's hard to explain. You might find yourself looking up at the stars with a strange feeling of longing. Or perhaps you feel a pull toward the spiritual world that others around you don't seem to share. This isn't random. It's your soul remembering where it came from and the angelic realm you once called home. Remember, this sense of not belonging isn't meant to make you feel isolated, but rather to help you recognize your unique purpose here. Angels who take human form come here with a mission. If you're an angel in disguise, you likely have a strong inner knowing that you're here to accomplish something important. This isn't the same as regular human ambition. It's a soul-deep calling that you can feel in every cell of your body. You might not know exactly what this purpose is yet, but you feel it guiding your life choices, leading you towards certain paths and experiences. This sense of purpose usually centers around helping others or contributing to the greater good in some way. You might feel drawn to healing professions, teaching, counseling, or any role where you can uplift others. The specifics might change throughout your life, but the core feeling remains. You're here to bring light. When you're aligned with this purpose, everything flows. You feel energized, fulfilled, and in the right place. When you stray from it, you might feel lost, confused, or drained of energy. Unlike many humans who search their whole lives to find meaning, angels in human form don't need to search for purpose. They need to remember it. The challenge isn't finding your purpose, but removing the distractions and social conditioning that might be blocking you from fully embracing it. When you quiet your mind and listen to your soul, the answer is usually there, waiting for you to acknowledge it. Do you often know things without being told? Can you sense what others are feeling, even when they try to hide it? Angels in human form typically possess extraordinary intuitive abilities. Your intuition isn't just occasional hunches. It's a constant guide that helps you navigate life with a wisdom that seems beyond your years or experience. This heightened intuition might manifest as clearly knowing the right path to take, feeling when someone needs help before they ask, or sensing danger before it becomes apparent. You might have vivid dreams that later come true or receive clear messages during meditation. Some angel souls can even see energy fields around people or communicate with spiritual beings. These aren't random coincidences or imagination. They're remnants of your angelic abilities shining through your human experience. The challenge for many angel souls is learning to trust these intuitive gifts in a world that values logic and tangible evidence above all else. You might have been told you're too sensitive or imagining things when in reality, you're tapping into levels of perception that most humans can't access. Learning to honor your intuition rather than doubt, it is a crucial step in embracing your angelic nature and fulfilling your purpose here on Earth. Life seems to work differently for angels in human form. You might notice an unusual amount of coincidences happening around you. Meeting just the right person at just the right time, finding exactly what you need when you need it, or encountering the same numbers, symbols, or themes repeatedly. These aren't random coincidences, but synchronicities, meaningful connections that show you're in alignment with a higher plan. Angels naturally vibrate at a higher frequency than most humans, which allows them to attract experiences that match their energy more quickly. When you're living in alignment with your purpose, these synchronicities increase. You might ask a question in your mind and immediately see the answer on a billboard, or think of someone and have them call you seconds later. These moments aren't just interesting curiosities. They're confirmation that you're connected to something larger than the physical world. Pay attention to these synchronicities, as they often contain guidance about your path. They're like breadcrumbs leading you toward your highest purpose. Angels in human form learn to dance with these divine coincidences, recognizing them as the universe's way of communicating. When you learn to work with this flow rather than against it, life takes on a magical quality that others might find hard to understand, but that feels completely natural to you. Angels in human form often feel an intense bond with nature that goes beyond simple appreciation. You might feel energized by thunderstorms, deeply moved by sunsets, or able to communicate with animals in ways others don't understand. Plants might flourish under your care, even if you don't have much gardening knowledge. This isn't just because nature is beautiful. It's because you recognize the divine intelligence within all living things. This connection often extends to a deep concern for the environment. You might feel physical pain when you see forests being cut down or animals being mistreated. This isn't just empathy. It's your angelic awareness that all life is connected. Angels understand that humans are not separate from nature, but an integral part of it. Your soul remembers a realm where this separation doesn't exist, which is why environmental destruction can feel so personally distressing to you. Many angels' souls find solace and rejuvenation in natural settings. If you feel called to spend time alone in forests, mountains, or by the ocean, it might be because these places help you remember who you truly are. The natural world speaks a language that your soul understands, even if your human mind doesn't fully comprehend it. These moments in nature aren't just relaxation. They're reconnection with the divine energy that flows through all things, including you. Perhaps the most defining characteristic of angels in human form is their capacity for unconditional love. If you're an angel in disguise, you likely view love not as an emotion, but as a state of being. You understand intuitively that love isn't just about romantic relationships, but about the fundamental energy that connects all living things. This perspective often makes you more compassionate, forgiving, and accepting than those around you. This doesn't mean you never experience negative emotions. You're in a human body, after all. But you might notice that you can't hold onto anger, resentment, or hatred for long. These emotions feel foreign and uncomfortable to your angelic nature. Instead, you naturally seek to understand others, even those who have hurt you. You can see the divine spark in everyone, even when their own light is dimmed by pain or fear. This understanding of universal love often makes you a natural peacemaker. People might come to you with their problems because they sense your non-judgmental nature. You might find yourself mediating conflicts or helping others see different perspectives. This isn't just because you're nice. It's because your soul remembers that at the highest level, we are all connected by the same divine love. Your presence alone can remind others of this truth, even if they don't consciously recognize it. Many angels have incarnated on Earth during this specific time because our planet is going through an important transformation. If you're an angel in human form, you might feel a sense of urgency about being here now, during this period in human history. You might have always known that you were born for these times, even if you couldn't explain why. This mission often manifests as a deep desire to help raise the collective consciousness of humanity. You might feel drawn to spiritual teachings, healing modalities, or movements focused on creating a more peaceful, sustainable world. You might be particularly interested in helping others awaken to their own divine nature. This isn't just a hobby or interest, it feels like the very reason you're here. What sets angel souls apart is their ability to hold a vision of what's possible, even when current reality seems dark. You can see beyond present challenges to the potential for transformation. This isn't naive optimism, but a soul-level knowing of the divine plan unfolding. You understand that darkness is often part of the process of growth, and you're here to hold the light during this critical time of change. Your presence on Earth right now is no accident. It's a sacred assignment that your soul willingly accepted. If you've recognized yourself in these signs, what does it mean for your life? Embracing your angelic nature isn't about separating yourself from humanity, but about integrating your divine gifts into your human experience. It's about remembering why you chose to come here and allowing that purpose to guide your life. The world needs angel souls now more than ever, beings who can bridge the gap between what is and what could be. Remember, being an angel in human form doesn't make you better than others, just different. Your role is not to judge, but to illuminate, not to withdraw from the world, but to transform it through your presence and actions. Which of these 7 signs resonated with you the most? Share your experiences in the comments below and connect with other light beings who might be on the same journey. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to recognize their own divine nature.